All right, it's ready to really get going here on the German journey with Jens Schreiber's Hannover 96 as today we have the first match day of the Zweite Bundesliga season of 2022-23 against Kaiserslautern. So, without wasting much time, let's head into it right away. All right, maybe not right away. There are a few things I need to catch you guys up on before we kick off today's single match. No double live com or anything like that. Gotta ease my way back into this whole YouTubing with Football Manager thing. Speaking of which, thank you for everyone that's subscribed so far and commented and liked and viewed the first few videos. It really means a lot to me. I'm just having a good time. Like I said, I've got no aspirations, no big goals. This is just a way for me to share this passion with you guys once again and have a little bit of fun along the way. I learned something, maybe a couple of you learned something. I don't know. We'll see. Either way, we're going to have a little bit of fun here. So it is now the 15th of July, 2022. And the season is about to kick off. In fact, I know if I have the very first match day, first match of the first match day of the season. But a few things to talk about. First of all, transfer wise, let's head over there. Transfer history. Players out. I mean, a lot of this, of course, is from previous, but Jens Schreiber, he has been the catalyst for 3 transfers out. One of them is Hendrik Weidand. Here you can see him here. Is sold him for 300K to SV Darmstadt. Of course, it's behind me, so you can't really see it, but just trust me. Gael Ondua, who wanted to leave anyway, he went to Union Saint-Gilloise in Belgium for 350K. And then the second team goalkeeper, Toni Stahl, is on a loan to Bayreuth. So Hannover, their second team play in the Regionalliga Nord, so it's the 4th tier of German football, which is the highest they can go, I believe, so far is Hannover in the 2nd tier. If Hannover go to the top tier, they can move up to the 3rd tier. But either way, Bayreuth are playing in the Dritte Liga, and they said he would be their starting keeper. So it was kind of a no-brainer to give him that chance. Other than that, really nothing's happened, but we do have transfer funds available. We've got 2.12 million to spend and transfer and 1.85 million in wages. So there are, get rid of the inactive ones, there are a few that I'm looking at here. Jamal El Srouj, he is 17 years old. I'm going to loan him out to Nordhausen. Nordhausen play in the Oberliga Nordost, so 5th tier, but he's coming out of our under 19s. He really has no future, but I figure let him go play a little bit there. As far as players I'm really taking a close look at, this is our current short list. I mean, it's everyone. There are not a lot of players on the short list right now. In fact, Dominic Fitz, I'm going to take him off of it. Just because he's going to make a move now, and we're not ready to spend the money yet. Paul Gatla is kind of on here just as a maybe future backup keeper purchase at some point. I like his attributes, and so he could be a good backup if need be. But what I'm really looking at here is Christopher Antwi J. He plays in the Bundesliga for Bochum right now, and he's really, really fast. Also has some decent mentals here. I like his flair, off the ball, teamwork, work rate. His aggression's good. He's got great dribbling, passing technique. I mean, he's just kind of one of those great counterattacking type wingers. I don't know if he's right for us or not. His wage currently under 200K. That's all right. 1.5 million. That's a bit much. Jan Paul van Hecke. He's at Brighton, and we're looking at maybe a loan signing to shore up our defense. He's really, really good. I mean, he is really good, depending on what Brighton want in terms of loan clauses. He could be a really good addition. If that really doesn't work out, then Lukas Mühl, 25-year-old German, playing for Austria Wien in Austria. They want 700K for him. He's currently making about 300K per annum in wages, which is fine. His contract is ending after this season, so we're going to keep an eye on him no matter what. But he could be also one to shore up kind of that right side defense as a backup to Neumann. So that's really where we're looking for Lukas Mühl at the moment. At 700K, we have the money to buy him and then maybe bring in an additional winger because, and that leads me over to our tactics real quick. I have a little bit of a problem. So Louis Schaub was injured for pretty much the entire preseason. If we go to the preseason schedule, Schaub got injured. Where did he get injured? Here, in the match against AGF. And after that, we really struggled. It's preseason against Bochum, lost to Cluj, and then the 2-2 draw against Baník Ostrava was really interesting for me to keep an eye on, specifically on that right-handed side. We just don't have the strength at the winger position. We need that inverted winger. That's why I moved Kak over there right now with Schaub backing him up. Just because Schaub's coming back from injury, I don't want to rush him. And then Foti's going to start at the AMC position. And that second half was really, really good. I liked what I saw. And that's why Foti is starting here, Kak on the right. I have made some slight tweaks. So we can see here, I have our right back to dribble less. Mainly because neither of my right backs is really good dribbling. I got rid of the sit narrow. Instead, what I've done is fairly narrow attacking width. So it kind of gets us what we want without those fullbacks sitting too tight. Really, nothing's changed here. Nothing's changed here. Here, I did add prevent short goalkeeper distribution. Other than that, like I said, I got rid of the sit narrow. I have kept an eye, so I did comprehensive highlights on the match against Baník and Cluj. I liked Bezushkov as a regista. I really liked his movement, especially with Kunze as that ball-winning midfielder, kind of pairing up with him. I am going to develop a second tactic that kind of shores things up a little bit, maybe a little more counter-attacking based, and then I'll swap this to a deep-lying playmaker because they hold their position more. Then here, inverted winger, and the inside forward, got rid of their stay wide. Instead, we're going to have just the fullbacks, the wing back and the fullback, create that width a little bit. And they're just going to sit where they naturally sit, which is a little more narrow. I added for everybody to tack harder and mark tighter, just because that gets us just closer and helps with the counter press a lot, is what I saw. The striker position is really the one that I'm really tinkering around with a lot. I kind of liked the last match in the second half when I switched it to the deep lying forward on attack because of the hold-up play. Håvard Nielsen did okay in that hold-up position. Tresoldi did really, really well as well. Again, we're going to tinker with this probably all season until I figure out how it works properly. And that's why I'm going to be playing for a long time on comprehensive, just to analyze patterns and movement of play with a little bit more detail. Staff-wise, we have filled out our staff ranks. It's telling me I still have a performance analyst open here, but here it says 3 for 3, so I don't know. Loan manager, I don't use loan manager. The only reason why I have a technical director is because it came with a technical director. I'm not going to fire any staff. Instead, what I'm going to do, because I want to save the money, anyone that I don't like, that isn't working out when their contract ends, just going to let them go. But we, as you can see here, for Zweite Bundesliga, coaching team pretty much highest everywhere except goalkeeper distribution. That's something we still need to work on because that's a core element of the play I want to build with Hannover. Recruitment team, really good everywhere with the judging player potential second behind HSV. Here we're best, so we're tied first, or defending. No, sorry, goalkeeper distribution, we're third. Best is Fortuna Düsseldorf. And then medical team, sports science second behind HSV. So a really good staff for the Zweite Liga. We go to training real quick. We look at coaches. 2.5 to 3 stars pretty much everywhere except attacking technical and defending technical. So those are areas in future I'm going to look to add some quality coaches. But right now, like I said, when I play, especially in this save, I am not hand selecting any of my coaches. Instead, what I'm doing is just I'm placing ads. And those who come to the ads, those are the ones I look at hiring. All right, let's get stuck into the very first match here on the German journey. The first meaningful match here against 1. FC Kaiserslautern. Perfect pitch right now, a light drizzle, 20 degrees, calm. Things are looking good overall. Derek Köhn, he's still recovering. Full fitness should be monitored accordingly. The nice thing is Ekin Çelebi actually had pretty good performances in preseason, so I have no problem throwing him in there to back up Köhn. I will take Köhn out probably in the 60th minute. The nice thing is, in Germany now we've got a really big bench, and we can sub 5 times. So I like that. In general, I love the 5 sub rule, just because it gives teams a little bit more flexibility. Now it does favor the big teams over the small teams, just because they have more depth and they have more ability to swap out. But I think overall, for the health of players, given how much is asked of them in the sport nowadays, I think it's the right call. All right, guys. Let's see. Go out there and impress me. I'm just going to go with that to start with. I'm not doing opposition instructions. Not yet. Not until I'm totally dialed in on the tactic as is. And then I'll tweak in OIs. That's in general what I would recommend anyway. All right. It's a big day for you, isn't it? What are your thoughts as you go into this match? Jens is positive. I feel great. I've been looking forward to this for a while, and I can't wait to show everyone what I can do. I've had plenty of time to think and prepare, and now I'm ready to go out and do what I came here to do, win football matches. We'll go with that. How important will it be to score? It's always important to score goals. And off we go here. Bundesliga, Zweite Liga, kicking off against Kaiserslautern at the Fritz-Walter Stadion. Of course, the Bundesliga graphics, kind of standard in Football Manager because of the license agreement, which I really, really love. I love, in general, the way German football looks. That's why I'm also happy to be doing the German journey and staying in German football, because I just like what this looks like. Oh, speaking of likes, what it looks like, just let me know in the comments the frame I've kind of made. Does that work for you? Do you care? Do you not care? Anyway, so we're going to get going here right away. I do currently have it set at as comprehensive highlights. I'm going to adjust that for any live comms to extensive moving forward. So right off the bat, we've got a set piece here. Kerk. Got good set piece takers. Well, look at that bend, and Kunze right over the top right away. All right, another highlight. Bormuth. Now for Kaiserslautern. Kaiserslautern in real life, of course, they got promoted back to the Zweite Liga this season after a while in the Dritte Liga, and we're close to relegation down to the Regionalliga. They've had a really good first season back in the Zweite Liga. For a while, it almost looked like they were challenging for promotion, which they are not going to do, but they are solid. They're not threatened by relegation. So Dirk Schuster, all credit to him and what he's been able to do with Kaiserslautern in their first season back in the Zweite Liga. Here comes Upoko. Roya got in between, but not well enough. Upoko again crosses it in. Terrence Boyd, Zimmer, and De Preville. But considering the situation, did he stray offside? VAR right away. No, he did not. And Kaiserslautern 1, Hannover 0. So not good. Depreville. That took a deflection there off of Neumann. No chance for Zila in goal. Lutenau with a long kick for Kaiserslautern. And Nielsen. I need to see something from you. Kerk. Good thing is we have flexibility. I can move people around. Foti. Muroya. Driving forward to that attacking fullback. Naturally then tucking inside a little bit. I kind of like seeing that fluid movement, sometimes outside, sometimes inside. Bormuth again, assuming that was an offside. Clement. Long ball. Zila will gather that one. And it's time for a good, patient, methodical build-up, please, from the back. Neumann, you can see the regista here, dropping back nicely into the build-up. Kerk. Foti. Oh, switches flank. Here comes Köhn, who's so fast. Kuhn gets past his man easily to the byline, crosses it in, looks for Håvard Nielsen. And Lute, I really didn't know that was coming out. That was just pure reflex as Håvard Nielsen almost equalized for Hannover there. Here comes Opoku for Kaiserslautern, but Boyd does not get that pass. Throw in Muroya. We've got long throws on. Let's see if they're any good. Teuchert. Håvard Nielsen. Teuchert. And that was a deflected cross shot. I don't know. You be the judge of that one. Corner coming in from the left-hand side. Ritter out. He was injured. Rapp in. Kerk. That was nice bend. You can see how good they are at set pieces. Just with that curls ball, it makes a huge difference. Bomut. Long ball forward. Zila will get there. Got a lot of confidence in Honobet Zila, but be nice to get an equalizer here in the first half. Börner, by the way, said that he wants to check his options after the season, and that's fine. I mean, if we achieve our goal of promotion, then he's really not Bundesliga material. Teuchert, Besuschkow, and that shot goes wide. Kuhn now throw in. Foti does really well technically, gifted. Kuhn again. All the way back to Börner. Just, slow it down a little bit. Build up. Neumann. Chip ball forward. Sebastian Kerk looking there. Zuck clears it to Opoku. Kunze get there. Nice. Foti. Kerk. Teuchert. Long range effort. Nothing doing there. May have to rein in our long shots. Only 3 so far. But we do need to get more on frame. Besuschkow now. That wasn't good. But Muroya will get there. And Neumann. Muroya. Our Japanese fullback to Kunze was nice in space. Nielsen dropped back nicely. Foti plays it through. Håvard Nielsen's shot gets blocked. That was kind of the movement I was talking about. You saw there that deep line forward kind of drops off, holds up the ball, lets the other ones run up around him. Kerk. Look at that bend. I really hope we score a few set-piece goals this season. But so far, no luck. Kuhn, Börner. So we've been in control. It was really that opening sequence is all Kaiserslautern had so far. But that was enough for a goal. Kuhn now. Takes it to the outside. And he's just so fast. Back into Foti. Teuchert now into the area. And Lute with a save. Zuck clears it before Kerk could get there to tap it in. Durm now. Erik Durm, World Cup winner with Germany 2014. Now playing at Kaiserslautern. Boyd crosses it. Opoku's there, and yep. Gotta take a look at that. I mean, they've had, 2 shots? That long throw down the touchline. Boyd crosses it, and Opoku just came in, and that's Muroya, who really didn't do anything. Neumann was nowhere, and it is 2-0 to Kaiserslautern before the half. Opoku, the inside winger from that left side, and they've had 2 shots, 2 on target, 2 goals. Yeah, it's good to know Football Manager is still the same. It hasn't really changed. We've got higher XG, everything, but they are the ones leading. Not happy. Show me something else in the second half. And tell Teuchert just to... Whoop, that's not what I wanted. Tell Teuchert to calm down a little bit. So what I think we'll have to do now, though, because Opoku... I mean, really, Opoku, Boyd, Preville are doing really well. Opoku, let's take a look at him. He's, aggression, bravery, anticipation, none of that's really good, but he's just really, really fast. He's right-footed, so let's show him onto his left foot. We're going to tackle hard, and I want to press him. Just put some pressure on him and see if that will help. I mean, they're pushed up pretty high here. Zuck as well. but kind of force him to the outside because that's not really his strength. And maybe if we go in hard, that'll scare him off. But within 45 seconds, Håvard Nielsen gets injured. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put in Cedric Teuchert as the deep lying forward and move Baya in at that inside forward position now. But an inauspicious start to Jens Schreiber's career here with Hannover. Foti, back to Muroya, Börner, Foti, Bezushkov, chip ball, looks for Baya, he heads it. And that was pretty weak. Lute with an easy save. Lute now, goal kick. We gotta win this one. Nicely done, Kak. Kak loses it right away. Clement plays it through, and Boyd is wide open and makes it 3 to Kaiserslautern. And Hannover are falling to pieces. I mean, Kak losing the ball in that position while we were in transition. Boyd gets past Börner, who had no afterburner to catch up with him. And I would say this is the perfect way to lose all confidence from board fans and viewers of the channel alike. Not good. Foti's actually having a really good match. He's played 5 key passes so far. Baya, nice win back there. Börner, I make some changes here. Bezushkov, Teuchert, chip ball, Kak. Kak holds it up, squares it. There's Cedric Teuchert. And we get one back. At the end of that deep line forward, he held it up, played it out wide, and then was able to come into the area. Here, Bezushkov to Teuchert, deep, holding it, playing it out, and then he, as Kak comes in, he kind of finds that space in a really nice finish. Lute doing nothing in the Kaiserslautern goal. All right, we're going to make some changes now. I don't like Börner just because he's lacking that speed. We're going to bring in Arai Mb simply because he's faster. Other than that, I mean, Zila is having a horrible, horrible match. Kruse isn't doing well. Kak isn't doing well. We're going to also bring in Louis Schaub. So this is the second time we've had to stop the match for changes. So obviously Håvard Nielsen got injured after 45 seconds. So we can only stop it one more time. So we're going to make a double sub probably around minute 75 and see kind of how the match progresses from there. And Zuck now throw in Kaiserslautern. Rapp. Clement. Plays it through. Redondo. Zila. Whew. I thought for a second there it was going to be 4 goals to Kaiserslautern. Not good. So statistics, apparently, passing network show we are in control. Upoko got actually injured, so he's out. And we are in control. This is a weird match, but that's the way it happens sometimes. Zila now to Areimbi. Köhn drives forward. Foti, Kunze, Foti, Bezushkov, Teuchert. Out wide, Muroya, Schaub. I'm expecting a lot from Schaub. He crosses it. Teuchert holds it up, shoots. And just, oh, he was offside. Never mind. All right, time for another double substitution. Kunze is not doing well at all. So we're going to bring in Enzo Leopold for Kunze. Bezushkov is getting tired. Okay, so actually what we're going to do is Leopold's going to come in as the regista. Leopold is going to come in as the regista. And then this young man here, Erik Ullmann, brought him in from the second team. He's 19 years old. He has huge potential. And he is a ball-winning midfielder. So he's going to come in to that ball-winning midfield position. And what else can we do? Okay, we're going to... do I want to go wider? I mean, we're really doing well. Let's up that tempo a little bit. Let's be more expressive. I mean, we're doing everything we need to do. Let's run at the defense. Let's get a little more aggressive. You know, may as well push up that line, that defensive line a little bit more. And yeah, those are the last changes that Jens is going to make here in the match. We're not going to turn this around. I mean, look at it. They have 4 shots, 4 on target, 3 goals. It's just one of those FM experiences yet again. Clement Redondo and Arai Mb clears it. Clement Zuck takes it to the outside. Has to play it back. Good positioning there from Schaub to force that backwards pass. Baumut looks for Zolinski. And Köhn with a block. Ullmann. Now let's transition. Looks for Teuchat. Teuchat brings it down. Holds it up. Back to Foti. Can he pass it through? Louis Schaub. Louis Schaub is through. And that shot got blocked. I mean, if we would have gotten one back here 10 minutes before the end, I would have been like, oh, is there a little bit of hope? But hope has died on the left boot of Louis Schaub. 5 minutes of at a time. Looks like nothing's going to change here. So as these seconds tick down, Arai Mb, Ullmann, Muroya, Neumann, and we lose a match that we should not have lost. Ullmann to Köhn. And that cross goes nowhere. Redondo, he clears it. And that should be the end of the match here. Muroya to Köhn. Köhn drives forward. Zuck. Schaub back to Leopold. Ullmann, Muroya. And there we go. That's the end of the match. Kaiserslautern 3, Hannover. Jens Schreiber's Hannover 1. But just look at this. Let's look at the match stats here. They had 4 shots, 4 on target, 3 goals. XG of 0.7. That also shows how low those... I mean, 3 half chances. I'm not entirely sure about that. Hannover, 15 shots, 7 on target, 1.4 XG. Only 4 off-target shots. 2 clear-cut chances. 58% possession. We had 6 corners. We were offsides 4 times. We completed 84% of our passes. I mean, there was really no breakdown in passing. Their midfield passed well. Their defense did not. This kind of shows that they were playing more the long ball. When you get low passing percentage in defense, often indicates that. We did more crosses. We won a decent amount of tackles. We won the majority of the headers, which is nice. Average rating, they outrated us. Shots first half 9-6. They had 2 each half. Ball share 56%. Non-penalty expected goals was the same. Progressive passes. They had 21 progressive passes. We had 60 progressive passes. Final third passes, they had 39. We had 80. We had 80 passes in the final third. We were everywhere we needed to be. High intensity sprints, we had 134. I mean, we dominated this match in every which way except scoring. Foti had a great game. Köhn had a great game. Teuchat had a great game. So, you know, we'll kind of see what happens now. It's frustrating. It's disappointing because we were by far the better side. Tells you what happened out there. We did enough to deserve victory, but when it's not your day, it's not your day. I mean, there's really nothing more Jens can say. Your side and scoring goals, why do they feel like total strangers to each other right now? It was one match. Our underlying numbers show we're doing well. Actually, I'm confident that it'll all work out just fine. And I agree. I mean, numbers-wise, it was perfect. But that doesn't matter, people. So it's 15th of July. I'm going to go into training. I'm not going to do that right now. I am going to talk about it a little bit. It's so gunning. Holvat Nielsen's out for 1 to 2 days. So we're going to rest him for 2 days of training. And was your reaction been some criticism leveled at Hannover's perceived extreme physicality? It's water off a duck's back. I'm expecting you. I think it's a vocal minority. We weren't overly extreme about it. Post-match press conference. Sure, why not? This is Jens's first post-match press conference. Let's take it in. It's fair to suggest you must be angry after the resultant performance. The results suggest that, but I thought we played well. So I'm going to shake my head or wag finger. No. It was a poor performance. That's not true. No gesture. We didn't get the luck we needed. Such a disappointing result surely means it's back to the training ground. No, one bad result isn't going to knock us off course. Continue to work as planned. Not the start you must have. Just how disappointed are you? I'm not too concerned. If we keep playing like that, we will get results. No doubt. You must feel robbed after that. As dogs bark in the background. How on earth did you lose it? We played brilliant. Yeah, I can't fault that. Luck was just not on our side today. You have to sit back and admire the opposition players. Okay, I'm not going to talk about individual performances. There was a flashpoint today when VRV intervened. Correct. Referee, what do you think of the decision? It doesn't matter what I think. In light of today's events, what are your thoughts on increased use of technology? I really don't have an opinion. We're usually too important with more busy things. So that ends that. It was not a good start to things, club vision-wise. I mean, really nothing should happen there. Obviously, they're concerned and disappointed by the defeat, but played really well. I cannot fault the squad. I mean, you saw it. What else can I say? There's really not much more to say other than we need to keep going. In past FM YouTube lives, I would say, let's look at the schedule. When are we going to come back? I'm going to come back when we come back. It could be the next match. It could be in 5 matches. It just depends on how far I get and what life throws at me. Again, hope you'll enjoy the series. If you enjoyed this episode, despite a really frustrating, undeserved loss, I'm still annoyed Sebastian Keck lost possession the way he did. Please still hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new, not to miss any content around Football Manager here on the channel, especially if you enjoy some Football Manager in Germany and some tactics stuff. So until next time, I am the FM Scribe, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.